A heart of betrayal. In the heart of Nairobi, where the sun kisses the city with its golden rays and the rhythm of life pulsates through every street, lived a wealthy and successful businessman named Andrew. He was a man of vision, determination, and above all, a heart that cared deeply for people and most importantly his family. Andrew's rise to success was the stuff of legends, from a humble beginning in the village, to the owner of a conglomerate that spanned across East Africa. Nevertheless, Andrew's most prized possession wasn't his wealth or his sprawling estate, but his family. He had married a stunning woman named Lilian, whose beauty was as enchanting as the Kenyan sunset. Together they had 2 sons, Kian and Jaden, and the boys were the light of Andrew's life. Lilian's role was simple yet paramount: to be the heart of their home, caring for their children and maintaining the warmth and love that made their house a true home. Lilian was an educated woman, but after their marriage Andrew requested her to stay at home and look after the kids in their home. She was happy to oblige. Andrew was the epitome of a devoted husband and father, ensuring that Lilian and their 2 sons, Kian and Jaden, lived in the lap of luxury. He provided them with a beautiful mansion equipped with all modern amenities, surrounded by lush gardens and attended by a dedicated staff. Andrew spared no expense in fulfilling their desires, from lavish vacations to the finest clothing and top-tier education for the boys. He spent quality time with his family, creating cherished memories through weekend getaways and family dinners, always making sure Lilian felt loved and appreciated. Andrew's generosity and commitment to his family's happiness were unwavering, making their lives a seemingly perfect dream. But sometimes, beneath the veneer of perfection, lay the seeds of discontent and betrayal. One evening, Andrew hosted a lavish party at their mansion. The estate was a sight to behold. Twinkling lights adorned the trees, the sound of laughter and music filled the air, and the aroma of exquisite cuisine tantalized the senses. It was at this party that Andrew introduced Lilian to his close friend Marcus. Andrew and Marcus had been close friends since their university days at the University of Nairobi, where they bonded over late-night study sessions and shared dreams of success. After graduation, life took them on different paths, with Andrew skyrocketing to success in the business world, while Marcus faced a series of financial setbacks. They lost contact over the years, but fate brought them back together when Andrew, ever the compassionate friend, discovered Marcus's struggles and extended a helping hand. Determined to see his old friend regain stability, Andrew offered Marcus financial support and opportunities within his own company, rekindling their friendship and setting Marcus on a path to recovery. Marcus was charming, handsome, and had an air of mystery about him that drew Lilian in. What began as innocent conversation during the party soon blossomed into something far more dangerous. Unbeknownst to Andrew, Lilian and Marcus started meeting secretly. Their forbidden romance grew, fueled by passion and a shared desire for something more. The thrill of their clandestine meetings was intoxicating, and soon, Lilian found herself pregnant with Marcus's child. The couple was faced with a dilemma. They couldn't simply end their affair and go their separate ways. They wanted to be together, and more importantly, they wanted the life Andrew had built. For the longest time Marcus felt jealousy of everything Andrew achieved, to some extent that is why he was attacked to Andrew's wife. They had to come up with a solution before the pregnancy began to show, and before their love affair was discovered. Not that anyone who have doubted if Lilian and said the child was Andrew's, but she wanted Marcus and only Marcus to be with her during her pregnancy journey. Their solution was as chilling as it was calculated. They decided to kill Andrew, making it look like an accident, so Lilian could inherit his wealth, cash in his life insurance, and be together without suspicions. Lilian and Marcus hired a hitman, a shadowy figure known for making deaths look like unfortunate accidents. They planned every detail meticulously, choosing a secluded, treacherous stretch of road where Andrew's car would supposedly meet its demise. On a fateful night, Andrew was driving home from a business trip. The winding road was dark, and the only sounds were the chirping of crickets and the rustling of leaves. As planned, the hitman tampered with Andrew's car, causing it to veer off the road and crash into a tree. The vehicle burst into flames, and by the time the fire was extinguished, all that remained were the charred skeleton of the car and what appeared to be Andrew's burnt remains. The news of Andrew's tragic death spread like wildfire. The city mourned the loss of a great man, and his family was devastated. Lilian played the part of the grieving widow to perfection, organizing a grand funeral and accepting generous contributions from friends and business associates. Little did anyone know that she and Marcus had used only a fraction of the money for the burial, pocketing the rest. The day of the funeral arrived. The sky was a somber gray, and a gentle drizzle fell, as if the heavens themselves were weeping. As the casket was about to be lowered into the ground, a murmur spread through the crowd. Gasps of shock and disbelief filled the air as Andrew, very much alive, appeared at the cemetery. Panic ensued. Some attendees fled, believing they were witnessing a ghost. Andrew raised his hands, calling for calm. He explained how he had discovered the plot against him. The hitman, it turned out, was an old classmate of Andrew's. When he realized the target was his former friend, he couldn't go through with it. Instead, he had informed Andrew of the plan. Andrew had then contacted the police, who had helped stage his death to gather evidence against Lilian and Marcus. With enough proof in hand, the authorities arrested Lilian and Marcus at the cemetery, charging them with conspiracy to commit murder. Months passed, and Lilian and Marcus languished in custody. The weight of their betrayal hung heavy, and their trial was a media sensation. Yet, in a twist of fate, Andrew did something unexpected. Despite the magnitude of their betrayal, he decided to forgive Lilian and Andrew. He dropped the charges against her, but on one condition: she had to sign away all her rights over their sons and disappear from their lives forever. Lilian, broken and remorseful, agreed. She signed the papers and left, never showing a face to her family again. After his release from prison, Marcus's life took a downward spiral. Despite Andrew's pardon, the stain of his betrayal remained, and he found himself ostracized and struggling to rebuild his reputation. In a desperate attempt to escape his past, Marcus abandoned Lilian, who was now pregnant with his child, leaving her to face the consequences alone. Without Andrew's support, Marcus quickly fell into financial ruin once again. Haunted by his choices and the life he had destroyed, he drifted through life aimlessly, burdened by guilt and regret, unable to find the redemption he so desperately sought. Andrew, though heartbroken, knew he had done the right thing for his children. He poured all his love and energy into raising Kian and Jaden, ensuring they grew up in a home filled with love, integrity, and the values that he held dear. He channeled his pain into rebuilding his life and providing a stable, loving environment for his sons, Kian and Jaden. He poured himself into his work, growing his business empire even further, but always prioritized quality time with his children. Determined to heal, Andrew also engaged in charity work, using his wealth to support community projects and help those in need. He found solace in these acts of kindness, gradually restoring his faith in humanity. Through resilience and unwavering love for his family, Andrew emerged stronger, transforming his heartache into a renewed sense of purpose and fulfillment. Though the path was fraught with betrayal and pain, Andrew's story is a testament to the power of forgiveness and the resilience of the human spirit. In the face of immense heartbreak, he chose to rebuild, to forgive, and to move forward. Lilian, who once sought to destroy, is now but a distant memory, a cautionary tale of what unchecked greed and betrayal can lead to. Marcus, too, has faced his reckoning, having lost a good friend and the financial help he was offering. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more captivating tales. Until next time, remember, every end is just a new beginning.